Hi everybody. Today we're looking at fractions in year 2, which the children have had a little look at already, and so I just wanted to show you what we had done so that you can help to reinforce this at home. So first of all, when introducing fractions, the language is really important, and so we use mainly these three. So when we're talking about a fraction, we talk about it as a part, and that what's really important about that part is that it's an equal part out of so many equal parts, and together all those equal parts make the whole thing, whether that's a banana, a pizza, a circle, or an amount of objects. So a quarter of a pizza would be one equal part out of the whole pizza. And in year 2, these are the fractions that the children learn. So we've got a half, a quarter, and when they've got the idea of a quarter being one part out of 4 equal parts, they then learn about 2 quarters being 2 equal parts out of 4 parts, and 3 quarters being 3 parts out of 4 equal parts. And then we also look at third. The children will also look at the fact that a half and 2 quarters is an equivalent fraction through practical exploration. So the children have done practical exploration with fractions, finding amounts, and with shapes, and then they moved on to jottings. And so I'm just going to show you the jottings and set the children a challenge to see if they remember what they learnt. So if I turn this round, are the jottings that the children use when working on fractions, we call a fraction mat. So if the children were going to find half of 10, then what they would do is they would draw their mat, and then they would think about the language that they've learnt around these fractions. And so half means 1 out of 2 equal pieces, and so what the children would know then to do is to divide their mat into 2 equal pieces, and they would then share their 10 between those 2 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then because we're looking at one of those parts out of 2 equal parts, we tick just the one that we need, and so we can see that half of 10 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll show you another one. So if we were looking at a quarter, we're looking at 1 out of 4 equal parts. So if we look at a quarter of 12, we would draw our fraction mat, but this time we know we're looking for 1 out of 4 equal parts, and so we would draw the fraction mat with 4 equal parts and then share the 12 between them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we need 1 of those parts to answer our question. So give that a tick, and a quarter of 12 is 3. Where children find it a bit trickier is when looking at 2 quarters and 3 quarters. So I'll just show you a little bit of what we do there. So when looking at 2 quarters, so 2 quarters of 8, we would do our fraction mat, and again we're looking at equal parts out of 4 equal parts. So again we would draw our 4 equal sections. We would then share our 8 out because we're looking at the quarters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the children will be able to see that 1 quarter of 8 is 2. But what we would do is remind the children that this time we're not looking for just 1 quarter, we're looking for 2. We're looking for 2 parts out of the 4 equal parts, and so we would tick 2 of them. Okay, and so 2 quarters is 4, and then obviously with 3 quarters we tick 3 parts. Let's have a look at a third. So a third of 15. Okay, so we would do our circle, and this time we would again talk to the children using that key vocabulary that it's 1 part out of 3 equal parts. And so the easiest way that we found to do our 3 equal is to draw a capital Y, a bit like this. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we've shared out our 15 onto our fraction mat, and we tick one of those parts. So 1/3 of 15 is 5. I wonder if I set a little challenge on this board whether our year 2 children could use their fraction mats to see if they can solve the calculation. I'm also going to put a sheet on the website of fractions of amounts for you to have a go at as well if you fancy doing a few more. So I'm going to give you a quarter of 20, that's not very neat, 2 quarters of 16, 3 quarters of 12, a third of 9. Okay, so see if you can have a go at those at home. I will also put on the website a sheet that's got a lot more of these on so that you can practice doing some more. Thank you, bye.